Hello there. This video is going to be a speedrun of Fable Anniversary 100%. Criteria for that, since there's no like actual like 100% like counter thingy in the game, we've kind of just had to come up with our own based on what we feel would be like the most appropriate for things that would contribute to a percentage tracker if the game had one. And we feel like the best ones are all 54 gold, silver, and bronze quests, max experience upgrades, as well as health and mana upgrades from Willmaster's elixirs and elixirs of life, all trophies, all legendary weapons, including the frying pan with augmentation slots gotten when you have all 6 treasure clues, all demon doors opened and looted, all 30 silver keys and all 12 silver key chests, and all 50 achievements as well, including Great Balls of Fire, completing a truly heroic feat. Basically, we're just going to be playing the game on the hardest difficulty. Which makes it harder by nerfing some spells, nerfing ranged damage output from you, making some enemies like harder, making higher level enemies spawn sooner, making experience harder to earn, making traders have less items in their stock, and then no resurrection files. So things are going to be somewhat scarce until we abuse a flaw in the menu to make them not scarce.
I'm sorry.
So, anyway, good old childhood. Everybody loves childhood, right? Yeah, rolling. It's just faster than running. Yeah, like in a good number of ARPGs, it seems. But yeah, going through the game's little introduction to its morality system, very simple: do good deeds, do bad deeds. Pretty binary, but yeah. Anyway, not gonna focus too much on it. Just going through what is just the fastest. Hopefully, I don't get caught by guards because I did commit a bad deed by accepting that bribe from that cheating man. But I should be fine. It only costs like 3 or 5 seconds or so, depending on how quickly I can mash through dialogue, and also reposition myself to go in right direction.
Brother. Come on.
All right.
Wait.
So that's my sister. It was her birthday. All that was to get her a present, and now the town's on fire. So yeah, happy birthday, sis. Hope you're not dead. Hope Fable 2 can still happen. That body down there, that's my dad. I'm gonna skip a cutscene here, where we would normally be introduced to Maze, who is totally not a traitor. Yep, there's the gentleman right there, Maze. Mr. Not a Traitor Maze.
You'll be sharing this room with Whisper.
It's time to wake up.
So, we are now in the guild. We're gonna start by punching Whisper twice.
If you continue to flout the rules.
So, yeah, Guildmaster just said action will be taken if I continue to flout the rules. Basically, there's a 4-strike rule during this part of the game in Guild, where if you commit aggressive actions, you'll be sent up to Maze's Tower for a lecture. Just bear that in mind. Just gonna go through usual learn how to attack things, because I clearly didn't learn before.
Now that's more. Well done, lad.
And now we are tasked with actually killing some enemies. Nothing too light, or nothing too heavy. They're actually quite light. Beetles, they die in 1 hit. And you can do that without the stick even. It's just easier to use the stick. because it does have a larger swing.
Well done, lad.
Alrighty.
The beetles are all dead. You can come out of the woods now.
Guildmaster says that, but at the time of making this video, pretty sure Paul and Ringo are still alive. So
Get out of bed, lazy
we'll see how well
bones.
this ages. Gonna go over this way, out the dorm, grab that book on my way. Grabbing that book because there's a quest that I'm gonna need to do for Bowerstone South is book collection. I gotta donate 25 specific books that I come across in my travels to the Bowerstone South
You
School
can put that old.
because the town mayor is kind of a bitch who just doesn't appreciate education at all. So we're just gonna give those kids whatever books we can get our grubby little hands on, regardless of whether or not the contents within the book are appropriate.
Well done.
Very important life lessons all around. Oh, good.
That's all wrong, Wisp.
I'm very glad that I got that achievement out of the way. Basically, the criteria for that particular achievement was just to beat Whisper in a fight without getting hit. So there's like 3, I think, opportunities that you can get that in. Unfortunately, the other 2 later on are a bit finicky in my experience. So it's just easiest, in my opinion, to get it out of the way at the beginning of the run, where it's a lot less soul-crushing if you have to reset due to that.
Aggressive action will be. This is your. What do you think you're doing?
In an ideal scenario, yeah, I would just
Very
get
good.
the achievement right away. Gonna right-click here because I need to not progress quite yet, because there is a silver quest that I can miss and never access again. So I'm gonna make sure I get it done. But yeah. So we're gonna see, maybe, unless I can like actually headshot these guys, what I was on about with the bow doing like half damage. Do want to aim a little bit higher than the crosshair. Very good, very good.
We did it!
That was actually perfect. Okay. So, yeah, headshots, those are like full power headshots. Those can still be like instant kills, but like body hits with arrows, they do like half the damage that they would normally do on chicken difficulty. So, yeah, it's something to
Before you
bear in mind. It'll come into play later on, unless of course I get robbed by the game, like I kind of have been lately, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, we need to hit Maze with our swords, arrows, and lightning 7 times. Real easy stuff. This is absolutely the most grueling thing the developers came up with as far as the final exam goes. I promise.
A good strike. That's enough.
Fun fact, by the way, Maze is voiced by, oh no. Peter Dixon, that's his name. I kind of blanked out on his name there. Oopsie. I'm sorry, Peter. At least I'm pretty sure it's Peter Dixon. Otherwise known as Voiceover Man. Over in the UK. Yeah. Yeah, time for us to leave the guild. Not after, yeah, not until after we have bought the Assassin Rush spell. that's Assassin Rush. It's going to be used mostly to propel us forward, but also to zip behind things that we might rush into if it's a living entity, such as a villager or an enemy, for that matter. It also grants iframes, yeah, as we like level ourselves up, we're going to be increasing our Assassin Rush level as well. So the distance it travels per level is it's increased, so it's just gonna get pretty nutty. All right, hopefully, unless I drop my arrow here, or the game just shoots downward for some reason. There we go. All right, so and then kind of do the same thing around here. 1, 2, 3.
More wasps have spawned, but they are no match for your weapon.
That was much better than the last attempt that I tried to do just a bit ago.
You can also use
All
your
right.
will powers against them.
Now, I actually had to wait for the Wasp Queen to spawn in more wasps the way she did before I could actually start to do damage to her again, after I had gotten her to the health point where I was after the arrow and 2 lightning zaps. There's going to be some other enemies in the game that have a script like that, where I have to wait for them to perform an animation or a series of animations before I can damage them again. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit weird. Nothing too, like, technical about it. It's just weird. Anyway, first place we're going to go, since we're here in Bowerstone South, is the tavern. And we're going to be talking to the barkeep. We're going to be buying green apples and his beers. Already way hours. Anyway. Gonna give this guy gold, so he'll have a higher opinion of us. Gonna buy a will potion of his and his green apples, and we're going to basically abuse a flaw in the menu to create items out of thin air. What? Uh-oh. Oh. Oopsie. Thought I bought the thing already. Oops. Alright, so now that I've got those things made, I got all the like will potions I need. I'm gonna buy and sell his wedding rings back to him 2 more times. And it's not because I want gold or anything, but it's because whenever I make a profit, I get a chunk of skill experience, and I need that skill experience to do some more of that menu manipulation in the experience menu later on. I'm gonna stop at this trader, buy his finest dress. Go upstairs, steal his book really quick, and his silver key. He won't be needing it. Then, going to speak to Maze.
Been enjoying all.
Then I'm going to load the autosave because I want to save just a couple of seconds and just plonk myself right outside the entrance gate here. Then I'm going to want to go into my menu, find my Wasp Queen head trophy. That is not what was supposed to happen. Basically, if you've ever heard of this glitch called Edom mode, I'm going to be trying to enter that. What Edom mode is, it's a way of disabling scripts, or just shifting scripts priorities. In this case, I'm trying to open a menu about the same time I cross a loading zone threshold while the trophy minigame is going on. And if I do it right, that happens. Like, you see the map, like, icons had all vanished. And, basically, the load zone, like, thing, the load is basically temporarily put off. And I was able to move that guard out of the way, and that's important because that guard has a proximity-based cutscene trigger, which is supposed to prevent you from entering the northern part of Bowerstone. And with that proximity trigger disabled temporarily, I was able to move him out of the way. So now I can access Bowerstone North. And we want to be able to do that because we have access to the best weapon in the game really soon. Really sooner than normal. Why'd you look at me? Oh, you didn't look at me. Okay, good. Didn't actually see me commit the crime. Easy. Alright.
You've come to the right place.
Gonna buy that. Buy a gift for a demon door later. I think that's everything? Yeah. Alright. Good. Yeah, gives us access to a the second best longbow in the game, which is a master longbow. Soulless Greatsword, which was one of the legendary weapons that we're gonna need, and is also the best melee weapon in the game, as far as like raw damage output is concerned. And then also I want to, sleep. So the Fight Club dudes will come out at night in Bowerstone Key. Yes, it is pronounced Key. Trust me. I pronounced it Quay my whole life. But it is indeed pronounced Key. But yeah, why am I fishing? Because I'm in an area where there's a weight modifier depending on where you are and where you're fishing at. This area happens to have a weight multiplier of 2. For reference, like Fisher Creek, which is where you would probably normally think to go and fish things, it has a weight multiplier of 0.5. So it's easiest to, easiest if you're going for weight to fish at places like north of Bowerstone, as well as like in Witchwood and Hook Coast, and also just the Northern Waste later on. Everywhere else is just going to be a 1, I'm pretty sure. And then, yeah, fishing itself is just this evil, nasty, cruel, and unusual red light, green light minigame. It's really atrocious. Like, I could just YOLO the heck out of that and just mash left click to my heart's content, but I don't want to snap my line. So, yeah. Kind of important. Alright.
Now this one looks.
And this, I'm just going to try and focus on, because I could not explain it right now. Believe me, I very much wish I could. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. We only need one, so... No. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. Going to apply that to apply all of our spells to our hotbar. Well, most of them anyway. Alright, so basically I was using the way the experience numbers work when they go into the negatives, and also forcing the game to buy things I shouldn't be able to buy through the act of menu manipulation. And then using something really low cost like Speed 1, I was just resetting it so I could go from like negative, say, 58,000 experience to 0, and then I could refund whatever it was that I had just purchased that I shouldn't have been able to. And then all of a sudden I have this really absurd surplus of experience to spend. And I just kept repeating that until I felt I had everything I needed for the meantime. Time being. I wanted to go to Bowerstone South, not the guild. Oopsie. That happens, that's fine. Alright. So now we have speed. Speed maxed, accuracy maxed out, so we're going to not have to deal with a shaky crosshair, nor are we going to have to deal with too much as far as weapon damage is concerned. Hold on, let me concentrate. Jack. Okay, Jack, King 9, Jack, King 9, 3, Jack 9, Jack 9, no, 7. Oof. Not so great, it happens.
Play card pairs.
Can't be perfect all the time.
Unsung status.
But yeah, speed affects our rolling speed, because it's combat speed. Oh, I got turned around big time there. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'm rolling faster. I upgraded my physique, so I hit things harder. I have more mana through magic power, and I picked up quite a few pretty broken spells. So, first we're just gonna punch up these guys. And I'm gonna be doing these like singular punches. I'm gonna like approach them, try to punch them, shuffle to their right, and then punch them again with one like step, punch, step, punch, step, punch. Because these guys have weird hitboxes. And trying to mash spam attacks is just not gonna work out for me usually. Like you see, I'm missing hits there.
Get back in the
For
ring.
no really good reason. Same here. Yeah, their hitboxes are unfortunately a bit jank, so just gotta deal with it the best we can. And there's gonna be 3 more little circles like that in this run. I'm going to take this next quest that I have to do and boast, and I'm actually going to take the no protection boast, meaning I'm going to be doing this quest naked. And that is also without the protection of physical shield, because physical shield would count as protection, and it would fail the boast. Anyway, the reason I'm taking that boast in the first place is because of the That's a Real Lunker achievement, which is either do that particular boast on a quest successfully, or win the fishing competition, which I cannot completely do because I did not get a 50-gram fish. I got a 47-gram fish. So, we're just going to get that achievement out of the way now, since it's not a particularly hard quest in this run. I'm gonna swing over here, open this chest, which has a Wheelmaster's Elixir, which will be drank later to increase the size of my mana bar. And then we're going to go over to Fisher Creek. This dude is being swarmed by wasps, who can totally, I'm sure, fly in through that wide open window if they really thought about it.
All you have to do.
And before we leave to trigger the fishing competition start, we need to fish this up because this is a trophy and is also part of the quest called Fishing Lessons. So this is supposed to be like your fishing tutorial area.
Great pike, Miller.
We're not going to be doing too much of that though. Not in here anyway. There's one more thing we need to fish in that area. It's a silver key. But first we are going to get ourselves a better fishing rod.
I see your sack is heavy today.
Flushed emoji.
I say, that's a fine specimen indeed.
Alright, so Rod of Champions. God, I love this rod. What's so special about it? It makes fishing a lot easier by very simply like making a lot of the most line casts like not as weak. Rod of Champions tends to have way stronger lines, so you don't need to worry about clicking 3 times and snapping the line as much as you would with like the regular fishing rod. And it also releases tension a lot faster than the normal fishing rod, so you don't have anywhere near as much downtime in waiting to be able to reel the fish back in after each time it pulls on the line and loses you progress on your bar. Alright, I see an opportunity for an achievement here. Not that one. Alright, I'm just going to ignore it. We'll do that later. I kind of missed the opportunity with my timing on Berserk, so that's an oopsie daisy. We'll just get it later. Just figured I'd try and get it there. Basically, I wanted to try and hit the the troll's rocks back at it. But, yeah, I didn't quite succeed at that. Yeah, that was in flame. It caught a nerf, so instead of doing 500 damage, it will only do 300 at max. But it is still very much useful despite that. Make no mistake, it is still very much useful. Alright.
So,
Alright. So,
go on.
Whisperer just wants to see if we know how to flourish. We, in fact, do know how to flourish. And, yeah, we also know how to use multi-strike and really wreck her stuff in. Oh. Yeah, yeah, like I said earlier, Rod of Champions doesn't make fishing necessarily free, but it makes a lot of fish a lot freer, at any rate. Okay. So I am actually going to Save. Gonna go to the guild, because I'm going to go pick up a couple of quests from the map table, because the guild is essentially the game's quest hub. Oh, okay. And then we are going to load that save we made in Greatwood Lake. And then we're going to load this autosave, but right before the load actually happens, we're going to exit that menu and go into Orchard Farm, thus performing a load warp. What we did was pull the game save data from the save that we loaded and put it into the area we were physically moving into. So while the save was made back at the guild, yeah, we instead are in Orchard Farm. Now go over here, fish up the silver key, hopefully really quick, hopefully without much of an issue. And we're going to try and kill more Hobbs and Whisper. Should be relatively easy. So, there really isn't too much to talk about with this. It's basically an auto-scroller type of quest. The only real objective is to make sure that I kill more Hobbs than Whisper does. Ideally, I'm not going to let her get a single kill. If it happens, though, it happens. Just my pride. That'd be wounded. I'm also going to be using Force Push just to try and help build myself a combat multiplier, because that's pretty fun to do. It's also fun to push Whisper around, literally. Ah, she killed one. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Normally, this would be somewhat of a hard quest to do this early on. You probably wouldn't have anywhere near the tool set that I have. What with weaponry and also spells. And Whisper here is actually pretty buff. Like, her little charge there, that deals like almost 300 damage or something, I want to say. And she also, like, is cheating because she has a legit Hob Slayer augmentation, which lets her deal more damage to Hobbs during this quest. But yeah, this is why, like, in most of my other like TLC runs, I personally like to wait later on, or until later on, to do this quest, based on comfort. That, and also, like, experience is routed in such a way that it's most beneficial to me to do it at that point, rather than earlier on as soon as you finish Orchard Farm.
Well done. You really taught the Hobbs a...
Did I get that chest? I did. Okay. Wonderful. Now we are going to go to do Trader Escort, but we're going to have a couple of quick stops on the way. One of them being, I want to get a summon transfer really quick. But I want to get a tough summon transfer, and I want this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, Wasp. Wasp, please. Thank you. Okay, specifically I wanted that bandit because of his health. That's what determines the Summoner's Tale achievement being rewarded.
You got the gold they want. These bandits will kill us for fun.
That's it. Rip the swine's
Now I'm actually going to try and get these guys to kill me. Like so. Because, yes, there is an achievement called Get Rich or Die Tryin'. I am already rich, but the problem is I need to get rich via collecting rent. And that would require me to go out and buy property and then actually rent it out, and then also, like, wait on people to you know, paid said rent. And that just takes a lot of time. We don't want to do that. You can't be bothered. So we just go ahead and take a tiny little L. Much simpler. Alright, while I'm here, there should be a troll spawn. Gonna open this demon door really quick. This demon door required me to have a combat multiplier of 14, and I just got myself a 16, so its criteria have been met. And for our efforts, we get the Cutlass Bluetane. Another legendary weapon to add to our collection. Alright. We're gonna be opening a couple more demon doors relatively soon.
Lead the way! In Darkwood, you will find the Chapel of Scorn. Please the deities there, and they will let evil.
You're actually gonna let this guy follow us?
I'm very grateful.
He's infected. If you can get him out of Darkwood in time before he transforms, you'll actually be rewarded with more gold and stuff. Kind of neat. Not many people know that you can actually get him out of Darkwood safely without him transforming. So yeah, that demon door just wanted me to fight off his Hobguardians, which is relatively easy, given my toolkit. For our efforts here, we are rewarded with the Dark Will User's outfit, which will come in handy for opening another demon door later on. It will require us to dress up in that, as well as 2 other outfits. Make our way through here. Don't need to worry about most escort quests in this game actually are kind of funny. You wouldn't really think about it too much, but you can actually just blaze through these areas in most scenarios, and your escorts will your escortees will actually like follow you through the screens. Definitely something I wish I had known when I played the game the first time. Also, you don't need to shoot the hole at the top of that rock with an arrow. If you have a spell with a big enough like hitbox, such as Inflame level 3 or the like, Battle Charge level 3, I think as well. Also Berserk will work. Yeah, you have options, more than you might think. Really cool. I made a save there because I'm going to be doing a couple of load warps later on with that area. I'm going to fish over off this bridge right here for another silver key. Alright, so in the next screen, I'm going to want to try to make sure that I feed the troll. Because there's always an earth troll here, and usually makes sense to just do it here for that reason. Basically, feeding the troll is an achievement. Hit its rock back at it using Berserk. It's really easy to do that. And now I need to actually go into my menu really quick. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. And then go to town on some apples. Until I am actually obese. For that, I get access to the Steam Indoors rewards and the Definitely Not on Rails achievement, which says to visit every region or expand your wasteland so you don't have to. So yeah, there's conveniently quite a bit of synergy with Fable TLC's route, or Hundo route, that just meshes really nicely with all achievements in this particular run. But they're, like I'm pretty sure I said before, it was either this attempt or last one, that there are going to be some like more out of the way achievements, like the Get Rich or Die Trying one. That one was out of the way. Yeah, there's... The only one I might be worried about is Great Balls of Fire, because there is a possibility that the game could decide randomly to revert from Heroic, which would be very much heartbreaking. But like in a marathon setting, you'd kind of just have to deal with it. If it happens, it happens. The way you would know for sure is if, like, you've got, like, a res file, because res files are not supposed to exist at all on Heroic. That would be the most surefire way to know if the game reverted on you or not. Now we're going to play Coin Golf. Pretty straightforward. Definitely not the easiest thing in the world. Especially doing it fast. But that's what we're going to try to do.
Over here. Over here. Over here.
That was pretty good.
Over here.
Ooh. Pretty tasty.
Over here.
Let's do bonk off of that.
Over here.
Okay. I had already held left click down, so I wasn't sure if it would be weird or not, but thankfully it was kind enough to register the fact that I had held it down and didn't screw me over and waste a stroke. So, I see that the Fist Fighters dude has spawned, so I'm gonna go ahead and intercept him on the way to the ring. I'm gonna get these guys out of the way because there's some more books that I need to get. Or in here in Oakvale, there's one more book that I need to get. Continuing the trend of shuffle, punch, shuffle, punch, shuffle, punch.
Lord.
Hey, hero, can you help me out? Ahoy!
Gonna talk to this ghost pirate. We're gonna agree to help him. So normally what we'd have to do to help out that ghost and get rid of him is to dig up some treasure that he buried on the other end of town. There's a little dig spot over to the left of the jetty on the beach over there. Then we'd give that gold to his wife. And then he'd tell us where the other treasure he'd hidden was, which was right there. But instead, we can just go dig up the treasure that he had hidden in the memorial garden here and instantly complete the quest after having started it. And I want to turn it day, so I'm going to eat a golden carrot really quick. I want to turn it day because of the fact that I'm going to have another Fist Fighters event to do pretty soon. So I want to make sure that they are actually, you know, spawning in or have spawned in by the time I have dealt with Twinblade later on. I don't want to read the sign. I want to talk to him.
Sir. If you could leave your weapons, sir.
All right, chicken kicking. Pretty simple. Kick the chicken into the areas to score that many points.
I'm afraid you will never.
And yeah, like he says, I'm afraid you will never score if you can't kick them into the scoring area.
Good distance.
Yeah, his eyesight is also like really horrible.
Oh yeah.
So while that was a 100, in my eyes, it was actually apparently a 10.
Cross the white line. That's a.
So yeah, that's how, like, the game literally says, he literally says, eyesight's not what it used to be, but I can usually make out where the chickens land. Yeah, that's their that's their cheeky little way of explaining why detection could be conceived as or perceived rather as bad. Although to be fair, that minigame did not exist in the original version from 2004, the original Xbox exclusive. The more you know. Yeah, that guy has a blue mushroom. Noticing a trend here, we kind of acquire our mushrooms through nefarious ways. Fishing up another silver key from here while we are in the area. And then we have another blue mushroom to get just outside of the demon door here in the guild. Speaking of that demon door, we will need to make sure our path is sufficiently illuminated. So we will get our lamp ready to do that. Right here is where we fish. And that would be our last blue mushroom.
Yeah.
Your path is illuminated. Fancy that. You worked it out. And then I actually want to make sure that I turn the lamp off because I don't want to be immediately seen by any bandits in Clifftop path when I go to start the quest Find the Bandit Cirrus. Because having a lamp on actually makes them automatically see you and trigger their cutscene thing to intrude shield the gates. We kind of don't want to deal with that. At least I don't. It won't matter too much because I can just summon clip the gate if I am seen. But yeah, I just would prefer to not be seen.
You'll need to sneak past those
Okay, that was close. Alrighty. So, like I said, while I can do some clipping to bypass gates in this area, which is what like the any% runs would normally do, we actually do still need to get this bandit gear because of the demon door in this very area. We need to, like I said, for the Dark Will users one, when I looted that outfit earlier, we need 3 outfits. This is another one of the 2. The last one we'll be getting in the arena, which is the Bright Plate armor. And then with those 3 full sets, we'll be able to open that particular demon door. Alright, so
You better talk to me.
I say while we can, and actually still will. We will do a summon clip there. Gonna talk to this trader here because this trader has crunchy chicks, which I will need for another demon door. It's a bit of a trend.
Those bandits are getting more. I'm pleased to serve.
And then while we're at this trader, we're going to buy assassin armor. Why assassin armor? Well, it's an achievement.
Yesterday.
Or, you know, not because I was still at the tail end of my wave animation. It's called Ass Creed.
You can tell by looking at it.
Psst. I.
Alrighty. Now I need Bennis here to sit down so I can do his minigame. And the reason I talked to... I'm going to focus on this, actually. Room free hob. Fish boot bug sword, fish boot bug sword. Head bug hob fruit sword, head hob bug fruit sword. Book boot pot, fish bug tree, boot bug pot. I wasn't sure. Okay. Bug headstone, tree sword fruit, hob bug headstone, tree fruit sword, hob. Shit. It's fine. Bugstone fruit. Tree hob sword boot. Book hob boot swordstone. Book hob boot swordstone. Okay. Okay, mouse, whatever. Edge tree hob. Fish fruit shroom, book boot, fish fruit shroom, boot book. Head fruit shroom, stone book boot. Head fruit shroom. Fish book pot, boot tree fruit, bug. Fish book pot, boot tree fruit, bug. Okay, there we go. That was mildly painful. We got through it. Gonna loot that Ages of Will potion, which will grant 100 will experience times my combat multiplier at the time. And gonna sleep. hopefully to just nighttime. Perfect.
You could have a let 'em through.
Again, sleeping because of fist fighters. Gonna be a group that will spawn up in this area.
Clear off. No one comes through here. Except maybe those.
So, that was an unfortunate bout of Spot the Edition. It's based on memory. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. I'm only human, after all. I can't be mad at myself. Alright, Twinblade. Pretty easy, all things considered. But before I leave this area, and I'm going to spare him, I'm actually going to aggro all of these bandits. And then I'm going to funnel them into this little narrow pathway in an effort to hit hit 3 with 1 flourish, just like that, for that particular achievement, the swinging sword. Which is a bit dangerous with Soulless Greatsword because of the damage output. It one-shots all of them. But it worked out. And we're gonna do Fist Fighters 3.
Impressive victory, hero. But Maze has more news for you at the guild. I suggest you return here at once.
Now on normal difficulty, and also just Lost Chapters, what we would normally do for this is we would have a bandit following us. So they could basically win this all for us. They would actually use their sword to slash these guys. The problem with that on Heroic in Anniversary, though, is the fact that since they have master weapons, odds are they're probably going to end up killing them, which breaks the event. And, like, kind of soft locks it. So we kind of, we don't really want to deal with that. I could use one of the hybrid bandits, which is an archer or, you know, melee, depending on whatever they feel like doing at the, you know, given moment. But their AI is not very conducive to a fast Fist Fighters 3 compared to just doing it normally. So that's why we're doing it this way. We do have a little gimmick that we will be trying to use for the last Fist Fighters and the last guy on that particular Fist Fighters group. So hopefully I'll be able to show that off. For now, though, we're going back to the guild because Mr. Not a Traitor has a request for us. An old friend of his has gone missing. And we need to go find him for him, because he's been swamped with final exams lately. Get it? It's fine. You're a busy man, Maze. Oop. Okay, there we go. He's force pushed on him from below him. And before we go to the next area, we need to grab that book and then warp to Witchwood Cullisgate.
Rumor has it that somewhere in Witchwood there is a sword that only a true hero can acquire.
So, this rock troll, the game kinda suggests you should maybe kill it, but you really never have to. There's nothing actually forcing you to kill it. You can literally just waltz right past him. And then this is going to be the only demon door that we're going to be summon clipping, because it's the only one that we will actually really benefit from any. But also because normal demon doors, that one's not a normal demon door. Normal demon doors, their load zones are tied to their faces existing. That one and the primal demon door and the one in Lichfield later on. Those are not actual demon door areas. So that's why we go ahead and summon clip that one, just for that little bit of extra speed. We will need to go back in there once later on, and twice, but the second time we revisit it, it will actually open on its own, because I guess it just does. Conveniently. But now we're going to
Right beside you.
make a sizable donation to the Temple of Avo, a donation of at least 100,000 gold. That amount specifically for the achievement Choosing My Religion. In the process, we're also going to be getting the Sentinus, which is another one of our wonderful legendary weapons that we will not be using, unfortunately. Which is kind of sad, because the Sentinus is actually one of the really good legendary weapons.
God of the temple font will.
Alright, so I actually just got that for free. How'd I get it for free? I made the donation. I dismissed their dialogue. The, temple dudes dismissed their dialogue. And interacted with the altar again. And I donated 0. And for some reason, the game stored my first 100,000 gold donation in, like, its memory, kind of? I don't know, like, technical jargon. You pick out what it is. But, it didn't actually take the gold because I did the second donation of 0 too fast. And that just overrode it. So, cheeky little exploit that you can do. Not too hard. You can even do it on console. In the original. If you wanted. If you had the gold for it. It's a fun little thing to do. Casual tax fraud in your video games.
This is the village of Knothole Glade. It's under attack by Balverines, so its gates are barred.
Alright, so this demon door wants you to shoot it in the face with an arrow. Fireball, I understand, also will do the job. But I don't have Fireball, so I'm going to just use Master Longbow and a fully charged shot with max accuracy for a quick and easy shibby-doo-doo. I want to go ahead and bind that and use these. Alrighty. Alright, grab all the quests, and we're going back to Knothole Glade. Because we have to deal with a white Balverine. What's so special about white Balverines? Well, they're bigger, and they're meaner, and they're supposed to be our introduction to silver weapons. We're just gonna use multi-arrow to dispatch these guys. Alright. And I'm just gonna shoot the white Balverine here with an arrow.
That thing's
To skip its howl animation, because that just wastes a little bit of time. Basically what the game is trying to convey to us right now is that, like, no normal weapon is going to be able to really damage this thing. Thankfully for us, we have, like, abnormal weapons already. But that silver augmentation we're about to get is going to come in handy. Pick up a silver key, it's right there.
the damn thing.
We're going to apply it to our Master Longbow. Oh, he got stuck. That's really unfortunate.
Scary.
I swear I would have applied multi-strike, but I guess I didn't, so it's fine. couple of unfortunate events. Happens. Why does it do that? Alright. There we go. Nice and easy. That thing had 3,000 health, by the way.
So you.
Fun fact about the final charge of multi-arrow, actually. The last charge deals double damage of the rest of them. So you can imagine a fully charged shot with that is rather effective. In this minigame, we're just sorting the cards in value from highest to low, from rather lowest to highest, excuse me, with aces being 1. It is worth noting in Fable Anniversary and Fable TLC on PC, as well as the 2004 OG Xbox version, you can actually use slow time in areas where you can actually use slow time, i.e. not Bowerstone South, to help you cheese these a bit. Unfortunately, though, it does take a little bit too much time in a, you know, speedrun setting for my liking, at an optimal pace. So I kind of do forego it. That bit of risk versus reward. Speaking of risk versus reward, we are going to reward ourselves with upgrade to force push. Also upgrade our magic power, because why not? And then upgrade our physical shield. Actually, no. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. And we're going to go back to not-hold blade. We're going to be forced to pay a fine, because we were witnessed committing a theft. But that's okay. Not a big deal. Oh no, shops were not open yet. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait. Because I want Bonzo there to have his shop open, because I want to get a tattoo from him for an achievement. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is I have to wait for him to set out items. His tattoo cards. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna go with the Gryphonite tattoo because it is not in a doesn't have an alignment modifier, which is kind of nice. It's a nice neutral tattoo and looks neat. Nice little video by that was done by Adam with the help of Jeff and myself. I think I helped with it. About the Griffin and Gryphonite tattoos. Jeff being the Fable historian, for those not in the know. Anyway, we are going to the arena,
To the Hall of Heroes.
and we are going to be doing a bit of an EXP grind. It's very combat heavy. It's an EXP grind. We're going to try to get a high combat multiplier. Also going to be buying bright plate armor, like I said earlier. Silver augmentation. Got a thunder doll already. Buy some crunchy chicks just to be safe. Alrighty. So the reason I upgraded Force Push to max before coming here is because combat multiplier. You noticed in Orchard Farm when I was doing hob killing contest, I was force pushing a lot and my combat multiplier was going up really high. That's because Force Push doesn't discriminate bodies being alive or dead that it hits when it deals damage. So it actually deals damage to corpses and thus yields combat multiplier gains. At least when you don't have multi-strike applied to your weapon, because multi-strike is a weird spell. But anyway, the things that affect the amount of combat multiplier you get from it are the amount of bodies hit by it, and then also the level. So the higher level of Force Push you have, the easier it'll be to get combat multiplier off of corpses. Like, to give you an idea, at the end of the Wasp round here, we are going to be at round 80 combat multiplier. Whereas in like an any percent run of like TLC, we'd normally have Force Push 2, and we'd maybe get to like 42 at the highest at the end of a round. But yeah.
Fighting like that earns 100 gold.
Also, if you happen to suffer from motion sickness at all, I apologize. There's going to be a lot of Force Push going on. So you might want to avert your eyes for the next, like, 8 minutes.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
So, yeah, while in Flame Max is, like, nerfed, it doesn't do as much damage. Normally it would one-shot all those hobs, but unfortunately, yeah, because it caught the nerf that it did, it is lacking in the damage department, but it does still work really nicely because of its radius being as good as it is. I'm also occasionally using Force Push to cancel animations. So, like when you normally hit humanoid enemies with Inflame, they usually, it's a knockdown. I use Force Push sometimes to immediately cancel that.
3, 2, 1, go!
And then the Balverines here, they have a bit of a slow death animation. So using Force Push actually cancels that as well. Not using it immediately though, because they don't like start their death animation immediately. They actually have to fall down first. That is unfortunate.
A nice rock. These two did a group. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to one-shot the lieutenants there with 1,000 health, but it looks like I can. That's convenient. I'm also I'm talking to Whisper to cancel Berserk because Berserk is not a thing that can exist in cutscenes for the most part. And that just resets the timing. I'm also talking to her to skip the announcer's dialogue, which saves actual minutes. Because he does like to blabber on. Why did I stand in the blade trap there? One of the interesting little properties of Berserk, not very little actually, taking damage even through physical shield, or like even if it's prevented by physical shield, while berserked, increases your damage output by a bit. Standing in the blade traps like that, like it lets you get hit by all the blades at once. So it lets you rack up a lot of damage really quickly. Like those trolls have like, I think 2,000 health or something. Pretty nutty.
Things are getting very... 3, 2.
And then rock trolls are just notoriously like tough enemies. Like, they take a lot of damage. Usually take a while to kill. Nice and easy.
Let's do some...
Now it's time for a Rakanox. Should be relatively easy. Actually, should be completely easy, considering how OP I am. Can you do some more Phosphor spamming? Also, before I forget, I should use these two. Now, that didn't give me a lot of experience, those two by themselves, but what it did do for me is the Combat Evolves achievement. Right, now... I'm going to be spamming Summon, because, yeah. Actually, what I should have done is have Aeons equipped. I'm actually going to go ahead and let the announcer do his thing this time, just so I can make sure I have experience. Because it is kind of important. Alright.
We agreed.
I did lose out on quite a bit of experience because I didn't equip Aeon sooner.
But my dear lady, it was
So,
mere...
it might be a bit dodgy.
That was unbelievable.
But we should be more or less okay to get what we really need up front.
You have reached famous status.
So though, that cutscene I just skipped was a bandit telling me that Teresa, our sister, wants us to meet her at the Grey House. We don't want to go there quite yet because we have some experience to spend, and we have an alignment that is conducive to maxing out good alignment spells. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and max out Guile. And then max out the good spells. Which are Physical Shield, Heal Life, and Summon. Also going to focus on ones that we won't actually be using in the run for now as well. And then work on the rest of them. Divine Fury and Infernal Wrath are just the absolute costliest. Alright, we'll just go with that for now. Let's go ahead and actually equip Solus again. Now we are going to go to Barrowfields. Because we're going to go massacre some traders, but mostly guards. Had a little itch on the back of my neck.
Rip him up good, hero.
So fun fact, this cutscene, under the majority of circumstances, will cause you to automatically fail the Fist Fighter boast, which is to do it without ever using a weapon. And drawing a weapon automatically fails the boast, so that cutscene would normally automatically fail it, but there is one scenario that has been found where you can avoid that happening, and it's very specific. Big shout out to Adam for that one. Opening our, I believe, second silver key chest. Yeah. And we're gonna go back to the guild again to get more quests. Oh, I should probably put slow time on my hotbar while I'm thinking about it. Oh no. So, that was not me doing all that menu movement. That was the game literally doing it on its own. It's called Outer Scroll Glitch. You can probably see why it's called that. It's very annoying most of the time. Haven't had it happen to me for a while. Usually pretty careful about it. Yeah, so that guard he has a brother who happens to be an assassin and is bringing shame to the family by being one. So he wants us to go deal with him. Before we do that, though, we are going to break a siege in Knothole Glade. If I could ever something clip out the gate, would be nice. There we go. That took a little longer than expected. But yeah, completing that quest opens up two more quests, 2 bronze quests. First one is assassin attacks. Guildmaster's going to chime in about that one.
We have learned that Twinblade is seeking revenge for his humiliating defeat. He has hired a band of highly skilled assassins to kill you. Watch out for surprise attacks.
Yeah, like what he said. And then it also opens up archery competition, which is actually easier to win than you think.
Archer is impressive, hero. You should try your skill at the archery range near Knothole Glade.
I say that both jokingly and also seriously. It's actually pretty easy to do it legitimately, but we do have a little bit of a cheese for it. And then this strat, I believe, actually dates back to Be a Pop 100's days. Oh, I didn't use Heal Life and Trader Escort earlier. Glad he's following now. Yeah, I completely forgot about that achievement. That was a mite embarrassing. So, yeah, the reason I'm doing this, actually, is because he does not like to move at all if there are any enemies nearby. Like, he will just stay put until enemies are cleared out. So, actually force pushing him along is the fastest way you could ever complete that quest. And it's actually kind of amazing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that strategy dates all the way back to Bebop's days, in like when he was originally routing TLC 100%. So it's really cool to see that such an old strat is still so meta, I guess. And here I'm just killing some guards and hoping traders actually end up following me. They do, usually painlessly. Yeah, something else I actually didn't really remember to touch on with Heroic. Enemy AI is usually a lot more aggressive. So they are much more keen to get up in your face. Oh god. Okay. Oh, okay. I aggroed the mercenary. It's fine. You'll forgive me. Just like that. They don't hold grudges for very long. Oh. Oh my god. That's so not fair, dude. Come on. That is upsetting, actually. Yeah. The fact that, I kind of did an accidental force push at all. It was just bad, but oh well. Accidents happen. So yeah, now we're going to handle our guard's assassin brother. Who is hiding out in Twinblade's tent because, well, Twinblade ain't there anymore. It's free real estate. Okay. Gonna poke at him with an arrow from afar. Gonna decline his offer to kill his brother. Because he was offering a counter proposal. And offered, I think, to pay me double what his guard brother was offering to pay me. But that would also require me to kill him, and I think actually go all the way back to the assassin. Which, that takes up time.
You think...
Alright, all that stuff's done. We're gonna go back to Witchwood Cullis Gate, because there is an assassin that spawns there. In a very specific manner at that. As you'll see, we have to do quite a bit of movement. Now, I'm gonna go in a path, this here path, towards this this focus site right here. Just look at where I have to be, and watch where that red dot just appeared. Some of these assassins have very, yeah, they have some pretty specific spawn conditions. Alright. My angles were a bit off. It's fine. And make sure I grab the Book of Love Story off the floor there, because I do need that one. Open up the silver key chest. I'm not going to go berserk, because I need to be able to tell one of these guards out here to follow me, because I'm going to be taking him to Knothole Glade with me.
Follow.
Right. Lead the way, hero. Please come.
So that guy wants us to go help his wife. He doesn't actually have a wife, or he might actually. I don't know. May or may not be being truthful about it, but he's actually trying to lure us into a trap because, yeah, it actually depends on what your alignment is as to what he says. Like if you're good,
Have you heard the legend?
just say, "Please come and help my wife." Or if you're evil, he'll, like... Yeah, and then you... Yeah, please come and help my wife, and then you'll get attacked by bandits. And I think if you're evil, instead of guards being there, it'll be bandits. And then, you'll get attacked by guards, and he'll also say something different as well. It's kind of neat. So, I'm having to go to Knothole Glade the manual way, instead of just, teleporting there. Because I want my guard friend to follow me, as he will not teleport with me anywhere. Because I'm going to be using him to cheese the last guy in Fist Fighters 4. Who hasn't spawned yet. Interesting. Oh yeah, he has. Right there. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and... bring the guard over to the ring, have him wait, and then I will have, I'll meet the, chief halfway.
Wait.
Night is a bad time.
Alright. Here we go. These guys also like hit really hard, so for the record, like my health bar is not on the right underneath the map. It's not my actual health bar, but it is my essentially my health bar for the event. I think for everybody but the chief, I can take like 2 hits as mistakes. I don't quite remember, but this is actually like kind of hard for that reason.
Come on.
So yeah, basically just gonna keep doing the same things we've been doing on Fist Fighters. Continue doing our best to not get hit ourselves. We also have a flourish. You can't exactly see it because I have it bound to a different button. But I do have a flourish stored.
Oh, it's up.
Which I'm going to use. I'm going to get my guard friend to follow me. And then he is going to win this fight for me. Hopefully, by attacking with his sword really fast. Or, you know, he's just gonna be a bit of a dumb.
Just knock him out. That's it. Fuck them.
The reason I even get the guard is because of the fact that the chief takes like 50 hits or something to beat, and that takes quite a bit of time. So it's, I think, understandable to want to get a little help with that, expedite the process. Anyway, I just ate a golden carrot because, well, the Bowerstone style school isn't open during night. So I'm going to be turning in the books. Oh, as soon as I get off that pillar. Where's Mr. Gal? Ah, there he is.
Alright, hero. How are you?
Today's lesson. Who's the rep?
Actually, all of these books have very interesting cutscenes. Some of them are pretty funny too. But yeah, it's kind of a shame that we have to skip them all.
How many of you?
But we are pressed for time.
The way of the wall.
I definitely do recommend watching them all at some point, if you've never seen them before.
Can any of you tell?
This was like, I think, one of the actually really good additions to the original version.
There was once a look.
Because book collection is a TLC edition quest. So.
There once lived a.
Yeah.
Do any of you know?
What strange?
What? Today? Any Balverines?
See? Girls can What does chicken
Once upon a time.
Five.
Today.
You ever just curse in front of kids? You can, if you hand in the Windbreaker rulebook.
Today. Today.
I heard he's Balverines for breakfast.
Twinblade. The Journal of Blood.
What does chicken chaser mean?
Before you go, this.
Although, understandably, if you don't like know where all the books are, and you happen to have missed one, it is definitely a pain to try and remember like which ones you could have missed, and then actually go about finding it or them. So that is definitely one of the more annoying silver keys to get. But I feel like the quest on its own is like just a pretty neat little addition that they did
Maybe
in TLC. And then we are at the absolute last opportunity to complete the Birdie Baldy quest. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. No. We want to make sure that we use the Coloscate to recall. Because, yeah, using Coloscate doesn't change your recall position. Whereas using the Guild Seal does. So I've effectively stored a recall to Bowerstone Key by doing that. And so I can just teleport from the barbershop back to the key. And now I have a recall to Bowerstone South, which is right next to the barbershop. Helps expedite this a little bit. Yeah, the premise of this quest. We meet a dude in Bowerstone Key. Says he has a daughter. Bit fussy. She's got very particular tastes in facial hair. Yeah. Has us looking like some farmers going out to milk the chickens, as it were. But yeah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's basically tricks us, or is supposed to trick the player into changing up their look. I guess it's a neat little way of like showing you know, the barbershops. It's kind of organic, and I actually rather do like it. Rather a lot, for that reason. But yeah. Anyway, he's just doing it to have a laugh. And then there is actually a couple of different ways you can go about the quest. It's pretty interesting. For one, if you already have like all the cards he would normally give you, it gives you alternate ones. Or like, say if you walk up to him and you like already have the pudding basin, you would get the warrior striped hairstyle card instead of the pudding basin. And yeah, you'd get different beard, different mustache as well. It's pretty neat stuff. And then there's also one where you can like completely ignore him on the last thing, and he'll completely fess up to the fact that he was just trying to have a laugh. And he'll just actually give you a completely different reward at the end, and he'll have a different line, different voice lines as well. It's kind of a neat little thing, neat little quest. It's got more depth in it than you might think. There's actually quite a bit of depth in terms of like choices. I know the game was like criticized a lot as like choices. You ain't got no choice. Actually, you kind of do, just not in the like super big ways that people would probably have expected. Where every action, you know, thanks to all the talk by Peter Molyneux, every action shapes the world around you and all that shit. Not quite like that, but there is quite a bit of room for different, like, tiny choices that can affect, like,
The minion summoner has erected a barrier.
how you actually see the game. Because no two people will play the game exactly the same way. That's even truth among speedrunners.
The barrier is
Speedrunners.
Hurry through to save the archaeologist.
Gonna open this chest. It's got a silver, not silver. It's treasure key. This is a silver key. So yeah, you could probably do barrier clip there, but since you have to go up to the windmill and kind of up the stairs in order to spawn the assassin anyway, you may as well just kill the minion summoner and do it all normally. That, and you also have like the silver keys and the treasure clue to get. It's just, yeah, there's no point in doing barrier clip in this run.
Hurry.
Broke one of those barrels for a moonfish, because I do need one more for later.
You saved me.
So just gonna do a quick little warp out and recall just to plonk me at the entrance to Prison Path. Because it's about on par with normal movement. Oh, yes. Do need to do something while I'm thinking about it. Yes, a bandit summon does count as a witness to your trophy. So you can use that in an otherwise abandoned area for an easy Project Ego achievement. Since the alternative is mounting a trophy on your on a placard in a marital home.
Oh, hello. Oh, wait. That's out.
Which usually is just a detour. So it's just not really any convenient way to go about it. Okay, so there are actually 3 silver keys here. All very close to one another. Et voila. Nice and done. Yeah, not really too much to talk about with Litchfield. Just gotta do the thing that you're supposed to do, which is get Nostro's helmet, armor, sword, shield, gather the path, gather for him in the path he shall yield. Then, yeah, just do everything pretty much as normal. Because there's not really anything you can do to skip any of this. Unless you are literally cheating and can leave quest areas using a hack TXE. I don't know if that's doable in Anniversary though. I only know of TLC. Not sure if that same like hex edit can be done. Or whatever it was. But like that cutscene after I killed that undead general there, that is the reason why skipping Graveyard is so hard to do. Because that's what allows you to actually properly complete the quest. It's very weird, very annoying. I'm not sure if using actually re-inflames there or what is faster. Kind of just defaulted to it because to what I did because I had my sword out already. But anyway, that enemy we just saw there is Kraken. That is all we're going to be seeing of him. So yeah. Hope you got a good glimpse of him. Hope you didn't miss him. Very renowned area here, Cliffside Path. Outside of this quest, this place is renowned for having infinite undead spawns. I, for one, have done more than my fair share of undead slaying in my time in this area.
Stop right there! Stop right there! What the hell? Get him! No! Wait! That's intruder! What the hell? Get him! Right there! No!
Oh no. My rushes aren't going anywhere. It's fine. Oh. So yeah, our whole objective here is to try and break our mother out of Bargate Prison. Unfortunately, this whole thing is a trap set by Jack, our wonderful antagonist, and we are now thrown in jail.
We'll be back to get you and the other scum later.
And I am going to do what that guard is doing, so I will be right back.
Enjoy it, won't he, Tibbs?
Go to hell, pig.
Temper, Tibbs, temper. You should keep all that energy for later. You'll need it then. Oh, and don't try any of that funny will stuff. It won't work in here. The boss made sure of that.
Psst. Hey, you. In the cell, next to you. I guess you're the one they've been hot pokering all this time. I could hear you squealing all the way down here, mate. Nothing to be ashamed of. They know their pain here. Wait a minute. I know who you are. You're that chicken chaser, aren't you? Beat the arena and let the big prize go to save pretty little Whisper, didn't you? Don't get your kind in here often. What'd you do? Kill a mare? Slice up some pigs? Bet the warden can't believe his damn luck. It's his birthday today, you know. The vicious bastard. Every year, he has us dragged out of our cells, shows us a little sunshine so we know what we're missing, and sticks us back in. doesn't do it out of the kindness of his heart either. They race us round the courtyard and take bets on who'll win. Then the winner gets a trip to the warden's office and... well, what goes on in there is too cruel to mention. Still, at least you get a good look at his place. And there's more than books and furniture in there.
Look lively, scum. Time to move out. It's race time. And you'd better put on a good show. Some of us have bet a lot of money on you. Win, and we like you. Lose, and you get a round in the torture chamber. That sounds fun. Yes, sounds fun. Let me hear it.
Ah, back in the nick of time. Alrighty.
Right, you miserable sods. 3.
Yeah, so
2.
really isn't much to say about prison either. It's a lot of doing nothing.
Eat my dust.
So understandably, we kind of want to skip it.
Puss bag. Get your finger out, puss bag.
Spending several minutes doing absolutely nothing.
Faster! Faster! Get your finger out, puss bag. Faster! Faster! You great big Balverine turd. Move it, move it, move it! Running scum! That way, you useless filth!
Bravo. The recital. The cautionary song of the jailbird. Behold the bold. Behold the bold. The spirited sparrow.
Yeah. So that whole thing, we just needed to sneak past him to read the thing on the wall, so we could open his books and hopefully get the key. But unfortunately, the game is coded in. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, the game is coded in such a way that we will never, ever, ever get the key first try unless we have already been in prison for a year. So that's just one of those little, yeah, very unfortunate. But yeah, hopefully this decently shows like the amount of nothing that's done and how awesome it would be to be able to skip this amount of nothing.
Look lively, scum. Time to move out. It's race time.
But
and you
yeah.
better put on a good show.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do a little bit of hashtag beard facts. This is the chin beard. It's I know it's called that because there is a style card for the game for it. It does not exist anywhere physically in the game though. And after 1 year in Bargate Prison is the only time you can get it. And in Fable The Lost Chapters and Fable Anniversary, you don't even get to keep it for the rest of the game because of the fact that it gets replaced by the Tramp Beard later on. So, yeah, it does have its own like attractiveness and scariness values. Its own price if you were to actually like mod it into the game world somewhere.
Scum! Get your finger out, puss bag! You useless filth! Call that running, you snake! Faster! Faster!
You again. The recital. Gray is the prettiest color.
Okay.
Oh, gray.
That was
the prettiest color.
A bit jank movement.
For it's in her name, her eye, and her soul. For it's in her name.
I could. This is like the one poem I actually know like fully. I guess, well,
It seems the warden has lost his key.
yeah. I could probably recite them. As like a tiny little donation incentive. Maybe. If I were to submit this to a marathon. Ew. He was on me like stink on poop. Like white on rice. Alright.
Let's go.
So, for the sake of safety, I'm gonna make a save. I'm gonna load the save that I made at Headsman's Hill. Because I'm going to be performing a load warp here. Which will, you'll see what it does. Yeah, I perform a load warp into Lichfield Graveyard, which conveniently for Fable Anniversary lets us just finish the escape portion of the prison quest. And essentially just crack and skip. That's basically what it boils down to. Alright, so we're going to grab a specific series of quests. Execution Tree, not Rescue. Because Execution Tree is far faster than Execution Tree Rescue, and you will get to see why that is in due time. But for now, we're going to make our way back to Greatwood Entrance to start the Bounty Hunt quest.
We've heard there's...
So, just gonna zip past all these bandits. So that bandit said, "But you won't get past us." I'm pretty sure I just did as you were saying that, so your argument isn't valid. Alright. So because of the whole, like, enemies really wanting to get in my face, I'm gonna go ahead and just zoom past him. Normally he'd be staying still and waiting for you to trigger his cutscene. Same with the other guy, actually, just then. But because of heroic AI being more aggressive, just works out this way. That guy actually stays still, because I guess he's, like, properly scripted to. But, yeah, you can actually just headshot him nice and easily. Well, relatively easily, anyway. You don't want to use multi-arrow there, though, because multi-arrow has a good chance of actually hitting and killing the hostage behind him. And, yeah, that would fail the quest, so we definitely don't want to do that.
Ah, it's you!
So, this is actually a quest I didn't know existed until Adam had originally routed out Fable TLC 100%. And, the premise of it, Farmer Isaiah's grandmother, I guess? Yeah. Yeah. Grandmother. I guess was out walking Greatwood Lake one day, and she was killed by a bandit. And that bandit has her necklace or something. So, because I guess it has a lot of sentimental value, we are requested to retrieve it. So I just tried, actually just tried sniping him from afar. I couldn't get a good line of sight, unfortunately, so I just relied on soft target and lightning. Because thankfully he doesn't really have a lot of health. Oop, come on.
The necklace. How can I...
Okay. We're going to bind these. Going to go to Greatwood Cullisgate next. And we are going to first go to Greatwood Gorge and open the demon door there. That demon door requires us to either be very evil or commit an act of great evil. So, what is more evil than devouring living chicken McNuggets? Absolute monster. Sometimes you just have to laugh at death. Anyway, Willow's Pickhammer. I actually rather like Willow's Pickhammer. It's a very good early game weapon. For like a casual playthrough. And since you can find wandering traders who sell crunchy chicks, it's a pretty easy one to get. Although it is a little bit based in RNG until you like get to the traders at Twinblade. Okay, this demon door just wants a gift. Wants to be shown some love.
Oh.
So we give him a perfume. He does not want any gems though. I don't think he wants any wedding rings either. So while gems would go so far as to impress those who are your humans that you are trying to woo, doesn't do so good with demon doors. Alright, so, Hob Cave. Not too difficult of a quest, really. Just another escort quest. Like, the hardest escort quest, usually the two most annoying ones are Bandit Spy Extraction and Ransom Victim. Although Ransom Victim is far less annoying, in my opinion. Once you've, like, got a good, consistent strategy for it, which I happen to already do. Swing into the cave larder really quick and grab this silver key chest for a Wheelmaster's Blazer, which I will be putting off the consumption of for a little while, because I'm going to be getting another one not too long from now. Just gonna ignore all the hobs. Done enough killing of those already. Gonna swing back here, grab a silver key, which is very easily missable. I've done my fair share of forgetting it before. Gonna make another save there. For another load warp in the future. During try to stop Jack of Blades, focus sights, and all that. But yeah, following the now traditional scheme of escort quests in speedruns of this game, we're just going to be leaving the kid in the dust, and he'll just be magically going with us in the next screen, you know? It's nice and easy. Really not as much of a headache as one might have thought it to be. It just works.
I thought I'd never breathe fresh air again. Wait, you're not going to leave me with her?
Jeez.
Now I'm going to load the save that I made way earlier in the run at Darkwood Camp.
Well, here's the first camp. I suppose we could wait here if you have other...
Let those guys go through. Then I'm gonna do a load warp into Darkwood Lake for the Darkwood Disturbance quest.
So the guild thought I needed some help.
Which is pretty simple, but it can also be a bit annoying. It's only annoying if Briar gets hit during the next phase of this quest. Or if she knocks a minion down that I'm trying to kill. That does the job too, but not as much. Basically, I'm going to be trying to make sure that she doesn't get hit at all, because we want to make sure that that incantation bar is filling up the entire time. And if she gets hit, there's a good chance that the progress will stop, and she might need to get hit again, a number of times even, to be able to reposition herself to actually start channeling the thing again properly. So, ideally, she is not going to get hit. Stockless and Firaxis Zanibe. Yay, let's go. She said the thing. Alright. That was a pretty painless Darkwood Disturbance. Compared to some of the ones I've had in the past. Younger viewers, you know, I won't tell if you won't.
Have a nice visit.
Well,
We're going with Lady Sophia today. One. Oh.
wonderful.
Do need that wig. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and go with head wig. It's easier. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Alright.
A beer if you don't mind.
I'm gonna try and do a thing here. There we go. Yes, you can literally just roll out that window. You can get up on its rail or yeah, this thing. Stairs are weird in this game. Actually, yeah. Alright. Cool. Loot part is done.
Well, here's the first camp. I suppose we could wait here.
Okay. Now we're gonna do a load warp into Ancient Cullis Gate.
You need to get to the Cullis Gate in the middle of Darkwood. The gate will only open when its hunger for undead souls is satisfied.
Because in Flamesweaker, I felt it would be best to just use Berserk and Solus to kill those undead generals. And the undead generals have the biggest contribution to that bar. Now we're going to play a fairly simple game called Shove Halfpenny, where we shove a penny. Although I don't know why the tavern goers are all so Manka Omega about it. Alright. And then our last assassin will be here, but first we're going to play GoldenEye really quick. Look at the ground to reduce lag. Actually to make him spawn faster. Or just more consistently, more easily. Yeah, that particular assassin is a camera-based spawn trigger. I think as well as proximity.
Their shadowy deeds will blight Albion no longer, and their death carries a reward.
Are you on your way? Something isn't right here.
Okay. Now we need it to be daytime, because we're going to be using a moonfish in a little bit. Let's actually go ahead and equip the first bit of armor we need for that demon door, because we're going to be doing that a little bit as well.
I have a quest card from your mother.
So,
Come to the map room and speak to me.
there's this really, like, remarkably consistent strategy that we use for getting Scorm's bow in this run. And it's gonna look something like this. Oh, wow. The fact that he was actually right there, that, huh. I wonder. That would be time saved for an actual, like, attempt. Oh my. Alright, and now, he's seen his, Gallant Knight. Needs his evil mage friend. And now he needs to see his bandit friend. But interesting. I might have to keep that in mind for the future. I didn't know he would actually stay there. That is very interesting to see. I'm about it.
Amanda.
But yeah, basically, the majority of it is surrounded on the premise of having an exact timing, well, a consistent timing at the very least. And we're actually using the minute timer on the mercenaries' like payments, or the payments to him, as a sort of like indicator on amount of time passed. because that happens every minute.
A wise decision, my sweet.
And it works out pretty well. Like, even though an actual hour in-game is not a whole minute, I think it's a little bit longer. But, like, the way it's set up, it's just, like, it allows for a consistent reward of Scorm's Bow. Like 9.9 times out of 10. The only time I've failed at using the I failed to get it using the strat is if I know I've like actually been late. So we're gonna actually go halfway through the screen. We're actually gonna warp to Bowerstone South. And do that fastest quest in the game really quick. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've got plenty of time. Not having to go all the way back uphill in Twinblades just to go to the demon door that actually saves quite a bit of time. But yeah, that could be worth doing. That accidental force push could actually be worth doing in future runs. So, yeah, you're supposed to escort that guy to his death at Headsman's Hill. But you can also just escort him to his death right there. Why go all the way up there? I mean, the quest completes when he dies. Legit. So, ignore what the guards say about not getting any funny ideas. Get funny ideas. It could be useful. You never know. It very well could be useful. These guys are going to turn around. Zoop. So yeah, I'm here actually very early, which is just fine. Not bothered at all. Yeah, so talk to the dude as soon as the coin drops, and then basically right as you do the sacrifice, should be hitting midnight. So it's like actually perfect. Now, unfortunately, well, unfortunately for a bunch of villagers, we are going to be committing mass murder in a video game. I like to think it's because they are booing us for not actually boasting, but you know, whatever.
I have a quest card from your mother.
That part doesn't bother me. So what I've done is I recalled from Lookout Point to the guild, and I went back out to Lookout Point. Now I have a recall to Lookout Point from Lookout Point, and I can just keep teleporting to and from Lookout Point over and over, and a new set of villagers will keep spawning in each time I do it. And the amount of villagers that spawn in is based on your renown. So like, the more renown you have, the more villagers you'll get per cycle. This kind of harkens back to the original Xbox version, where you would just use the spade to achieve the same effect. But yeah, it kind of still exists in TLC and Anniversary as well. Yeah, I think one more after this will do. I don't know. I've just been kind of YOLOing it lately. I know, like, my notes would probably say, like, 6 to 8 times, but... volume warning, by the way. not done yet. All right. Since I'm pretty sure I maxed out Guile earlier, I shouldn't need to worry about skill experience at all.
I have a quest card from your mother. Quickly, come to the map room and speak to me.
Should all just be maxing out these spells. Yep, wonderful. And then let me just make sure that these are all nice and maxed out, just to be sure. Yep, okay. Yeah. And we go to Bowerstone South. And do one of the more painful escort quests. The reason it's more painful is because actually getting the guy to follow you is crucial, because A, if you get to Bowerstone North with him and he doesn't have the follow icon over his head, there's apparently a good chance the game can soft lock on you.
My name is Stan.
And that's not good. And also, the dude himself also has just really low health. So, a lot of what I'm going to be doing, actually, is just relying on slow time to carry me once I've got him following me. And actually getting him to follow can be a bit of a pain sometimes, so hopefully I'll get not too much of a bad time.
What are you up to? What's going on? Should we be getting out? Am I?
Follow.
You must be with my gang. Get me out of here.
Follow.
Are you here to get me out of this?
Follow.
Am I being sprung? Let's get out of here, quick!
Yeah, so, you see, there's a lack of a follow icon above this guy's head.
Hurry up! No time to waste. You must be with my gang. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Follow.
You must be with my gang. Get me out of here.
Yeah. I think I just got really unlucky with, probably the fact that there were enemies so close. When I, tried getting him to follow. So I might need to, yeah, I don't know. That quest in general is just pain for me. More often than not. I hate to say. I should, like, sit down and figure it out one of these days. Make it less painful on myself. Anyway, because we agreed to Mary Lady Grey, we have to duel Thunder. And I could just do a load warp, but I kind of don't feel like messing with that right now. So I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. And do manual movement from Litchfield, because it's right next to Headsman's Hill. It also sets up a nice little recall to Bowerstone Jail once I've beaten Thunder and everything's all said and done. So it works out pretty well.
You fight bravely, but
But first, I need to fish up a silver key.
You think you can steal her?
Load zone? Okay.
Looks like this
Whisper chooses her.
Oh, right. Okay. I think what I'll... It's not really an easy way to do this with the menu, I guess. I'll figure it out. I do need to bind Flirt, though. Renown. Maybe not the most intuitive way to go about that, but it works, I guess. Yeah, the reason I needed to bind Flirt is because I'm pretty sure it won't be on my context sensitive buttons in a bit here, but I need to marry Lady Grey and then actually flirt with somebody in front of her for an achievement, which could be easy, could be hard, depending on where she's looking and if, you know, who all is near.
Sorry, I failed to get that. I didn't quite get that. No, sorry, I failed to get that. No, I didn't quite get that.
Get out of it!
Hey.
I feel ill.
Hey.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Stop that, you
So yeah, basically you need to either receive a gift from your spouse. Good luck with that. Happening in a speedrun anyway. Or flirt with somebody else in front of your wife or spouse. So, yeah. That is a, that's kind of a no-brainer on that one. As far as which one you would go for. And before we go back to Hook Coast, we're going to go back to the Grey House, fish up another silver key, and open another demon door. Nice zip. Love to see a good zip every now and then. Yeah. Anniversary 100% has kind of grown on me as a category since before I didn't realize, like, you, I think, probably may have needed some clothing in order to get max good, max evil. I also think it's quite possible that I had just gone with Fire Monkey Tattoo in the past and, like, for some reason just didn't have any clothing on in general. So there was no helping against that if I was trying to go for max evil and I had a tattoo that just automatically gave me good alignment. I would never actually hit max.
I have a quest card from your mother.
So,
Speak to me.
ever since I realized, oh, okay, it's consistent if I just do this. It's been way less painful.
We've got to get out of here.
Much less of a headache, much less of a worry. Like the ones I worry about achievement-wise are Great Balls of Fire because of the aforementioned possibility of reverting from heroic mode, and marital relations can take some time, and another one coming up soon as well is There Is No Spoon. Speaking of There Is No Spoon, I need to bind another spell. Yeah, turncoat. Otherwise, completely not worth your time investing experience points into. There's an achievement about it, though. I am not sure if I did enough damage to him. Okay.
Why do you think I...
Interestingly enough, I still save time over my PB, which is neither here nor there. I had a very bad maze fight in my PB, which is, yeah, it's fine. I recovered it, I guess.
You're back. Think.
Okay. Depending on the environment theme here, I might be able to do a little snipe.
Aero, I must see you at the guild.
Okay, the environment theme warrants this current, like, reddish hue. What I'm trying would be absolutely impossible. So, yeah. What I did just then was I fired an arrow in Jack's direction, and I had one just hit him, and that was enough to, yeah, just trigger the cutscene. Really cheeky. I meant to equip that. Oopsie. Frying pan? Frying pan?
Well done, hero.
Frying pan? Alright, now I want a, minion, if I can get one. This is unfortunately RNG, the achievement. Here we go. Now, if I could get it to target that screamer, that'd be absolutely wonderful. Or, you know, not. I need this thing to kill an enemy. Oh good, that worked, somehow. Miraculously. Yeah, that was just very, very, very weird with the frying pan in the menu and all around just very unfortunate. I have no idea what the heck that was all about. And then, yeah, relying on enemy spawn and AI, it's just not good.
Jack is at the Hob Cave focus site.
I am completely forsaking the load warp here. I just want to do something in the game other than sit and wait for enemies. Do something.
Yo, this is
yeah. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. One of the things that makes running this category, like, and trying to go for a PB, it can be, like, make or break. Yeah, hold up. I actually do want to do the load warp here, though. Alright. So I got rid of two charges of multi-arrow there, because even with Storm's bow and range damage being nerfed the way it was, I won't be able to actually one-shot Jack in his second phase. With that last charge of multi-arrow, even though it would normally work in chicken mode. So I just need one more. Oh good, the Red Wings are like really close. Although, you know, this is completely a tangent thought here, but if Big Shot were possible in Anniversary, that would actually solve the one-shot issue. Like, actually lickety-split. Genuinely, it would solve that tiny little issue. But it's fine. So let's... Okay, yeah, because I need to... what I want to do, anyway, is, do that. Oh, no. Well, we are equipping these items individually, because menu manipulation, because not menu manipulation, but, fucking, whatchamacallit, auto-scroll glitch is a thing, unfortunately. And I hit, a direction key as soon as I, yeah. Gonna just headshot this guy really quick, because he's just gonna stand still for it.
You bear the mark.
Did I didn't make a save. Shit. Alright. Whatever. Whatever. We're doing it normally. I don't care. There is a way to, like, really change how these puzzles are done. And, hopefully, in an actual, like, marathon setting, I would remember that. Oh, no.
Sun to moon. That's not right, is it, lads?
I'm just devolving.
Moon to sun. That's good. Sunny! Sunny! I don't want to... Take your time now.
Okay.
Don't want to make any... That's the
What?
One. Now, keep going. Oh, no! Does anyone else have sweaty palms?
No, hero! Don't kill me! Kill one of... No, not me! The other...
I ask only for clemency for me and my fellow prophet.
I am... Okay.
Ah, a noble move.
I'm confused. I'm a little bit dazed. A little bit tired, I guess.
Thank you, young man.
Why do I know? No, it's got to be sun signs, you idiot, not moons. You bastard! You just don't care, do you? I knew this was coming!
Anyway, yeah, normally, there would be a thing that I did there, or would have done there, to expedite that, and really break the quest a little bit, and make it really quick. I was so distracted by auto-scroll glitch that I completely forgot to make a save in the guild in order to let me do that. So, yeah. Hopefully in an actual run I would remember that. But give myself a bit of credit. I mean, I'm trying to provide commentary by myself, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty okay job with it. You know, I think it's understandable for me to get a little bit distracted by myself. I'm not used to talking this much. So, anyway, silver key chest, both easily missable. Last, like, non-detour opportunities to grab them. Yeah, opportunity, singular.
More
Ooh, nice. Very nice. And yeah, there is a video that would normally play there that lasts for like 20-something seconds. But thanks to the No Movies launch option for Steam, we don't need to deal with that anymore. Two. This is one of those 4 fights where it has to do a series of animations. In that case specifically, it was finishes, ice trail punches, and then 12 regular punches. And I actually got rid of his ice trails by making sure that his ice trails actually went into the wall. That is a consistent thing. Really helps to expedite that. Okay. So, this whole, like, teleport thing that I'm going to be doing here, all in all, is going to save only, like, 5 seconds, as opposed to doing it through normal movement. That's fine. Orcon's Club. It's a very, also, unfortunately, all too forgettable chest. Here we go. But yeah, this whole strategy really just utilizes the recall mechanic to its fullest, I think. Because you're going from, you're going to, like, as close to an area exit, an area's exit as possible, and that is where you end up recalling to. And so you just move in such a way, manually. You just keep recalling, and you know, you eventually just like hop, entrance hop, basically. Simplest way I can describe it. Little pee-pee hop. Anyway, Necropolis. Yeah, an anniversary on PC anyway. If you, as long as you don't reload within Necropolis, the glyphs are in the exact same spots every time, unlike in TLC and Anniversary even on console. Unfortunately, Anniversary is just bad in every single regard on console. There's just no escaping it. It's so much better on PC. It is just objectively better. Unless, of course, you know, your computer can't run it, in which case, well, F. Otherwise, yeah, it just get console, just can't even. But yeah, graves are randomized just like in TLC. But But yeah, PC, it's just somehow it just had a fix. Or there's something that broke to fix it. I don't know. Either way, it's divine. Alright. Necropolis done. We are now going to go collect our final silver key, as well as open our final silver key chest. The reward for which is so not worth the effort put into gathering every key. Yeah, but it is what it is. And then conveniently, having warped away from Necropolis to Lost Bay, or anywhere really, our recall puts us right outside of the Demon Door. And now we say goodbye to all of our silver keys. Then we go over to ye old Snowspire Village. And we're going to hopefully not choke at Coin Golf. Hopefully we only have one pub game choke, and that would be Spot the Addition from earlier.
Beer, please. It's you.
It can't be him.
Chicken chaser.
Chicken chasing. That makes you a...
Soft targeting is pain. Anyway, Coin Golf. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. We're sending the coin to its home.
I think a beer.
I want a beer, please.
Can I have a lovely tankard of foaming beer?
Beer.
Oh, I'd like a cool drink, please.
Thank you very much.
Can I have a lovely tankard of foaming beer?
Painless.
Play it here. Beer.
Uncovered.
Now, since we have all of our dolls in hand, we're going to go turn them all in. And conveniently, because of the time of day, most of the villagers, actually, yeah, all the villagers in Bowerstone South, except for the kids, are going to be in the tavern, pretty much. So we're going to take advantage of that and meet up with Mr. Gout in the tavern. Have a nice conversation with the ceiling.
I've heard all about you, sir.
As one does. Anyway, go to Archon Shrine now. Because, Briar, who we helped out in Darkwood earlier,
Hey, glad
is working on translating the inscriptions on this shrine. And,
Quite finished.
well, turns out that Jack ain't dead. And, well, I guess we gotta take care of him somehow.
Now look, I won't...
Hiding behind that bronze gate. And in order to open the bronze gate, we need Souls of Heroes.
Do you have that?
Specifically, Soul of King of the Arena, a Heroine Soul, and the Oldest Soul. There are options here. Killing Thunder is by far the fastest option for the Arena Soul, simply because of the fact that by killing him, he's literally right there. You don't have to go all the way back to the arena. You don't have to do like 3 rounds of really tough, like high HP, really high armor value enemies as well. like trolls and summoners and minions, and it's just it's so not worth your time to do the good option in a speedrun, unless you're doing a good deeds only speedrun, in which way you wouldn't kill Thunder probably.
Oh, hey.
So, yeah. That's why we kill Thunder there. And he's kind of a dick to us anyway, so it's fine. He won't be missed. I don't think even Whisper misses him.
Should have known the chief had sent some hero. Much obliged, sir. Now take the dumb kid and...
Okay, I wanted to make sure I was as careful with that as I possibly could have been. Because I have accidentally hard targeted the kid and almost killed him more than once, I hate to admit. So, yeah, definitely wanted to make sure I took that carefully. Didn't, you know, rush my way through it. But yeah, the only real painful part of this quest is just making sure your movement is good and making sure you've got slow time adequately applied as and when you need it, or like basically at all times when going back to Oakvale, because the deal with the kid and him actually following you through the screens is he will stop following you if he attracts aggro on anything. So, yeah, force pushing things away from his general direction and also keeping slow time applied is just all, like, very sound medical advice, so to speak, as far as making sure that quest is not
this thing works.
an absolute pain.
Well.
Speaking of absolute pains, let's hope that Briar here doesn't act like an absolute pain. She has been known to do. It's a bit of an iffy first phase. Yeah, basically, it's going to be a repeat of this whole thing where she disappears, makes clones of herself. I try to use force push and get rid of the clones, revealing the real Briar, and all that stuff. It sometimes works, sometimes most of the time it works, sometimes it doesn't. And she can just decide to make it not work, and it's really upsetting when it doesn't work. Oh. In the past, we would actually used to probably go kill the Guildmaster, at least in TLC. But in Anniversary, we have a couple of reasons not to do that. First one being, the unskippable cutscene is still there. The other one being, the cutscene before the unskippable cutscene that's in Lost Chapters is also now unskippable. So it takes even more time to get through it. So we just go with Nostro instead, even though we are going back to the guild and getting Avos tier anyway. So, you know, we're just,
Oh, welcome back, sir.
Yeah. Optimal. Yeah, the whole, like, story reason for Avos tier existing, well, first of all, yeah, it was so, it was to justify nerfing Sword of Aeons, and, also the whole TLC content thing, like, that brought about its nerf in the first place. This was just to make a good guy equivalent of it. And, yeah. But the actual story, like, part of Avos here is that Maze was actually trying to get his hands on it because of him wanting to thwart Jack's plans. But the only problem was he was already too deep into said plans as it was, so he was incapable of getting it. Make sure, which achievement am I missing? Oh. Alright, well, let's get naked really quick. Maybe. Alright, let's try bandit outfit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. That would that would normally have just happened automatically. Because of a save I didn't make. And the load work that I didn't do. But, anyway. Throw that mask away. We vaccinated now. We don't need no mask. Great Balls of Fire. We got ourselves the heroic completion. So we are valid on that front. That's always good to see. Yeah, I think I should have just about everything else as well. Considering. Alright, Soulless Greatsword, Cutlass Bluetane. Yeah, we've got 22 weapons. I think that's normal for what's gotten in the run nowadays. Cutlass Bluetane, Sentinus, Harbinger, Well's Pickhammer, Mirren Great Hammer, Dollmaster's Mace, Katana Hiryu, Ronok the Axe, Frying Pan with it's augmentation slots, Mirren Great Axe, Orcon's Club, the Avenger, Bereaver, Avos Tear, Argon's Crossbow, and Scorm's Bow. And then we have trophies, all 22 trophies. The ones that we wouldn't get from any quests are Fistfighter's Trophy, because that's technically not a quest, and Silver Arrow Trophy, because it is a quest, but not one that you actually technically complete. So, speaking of technically completed quests, let's make sure that we technically completed all 54 quests. Where are we at? We did. Wonderful. I verified earlier in the run that my stats were maxed here, experience-wise. But do that again. And, yeah. Let's see. How long in-game, actual in-game time, did it take me this time? 3 hours? Okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Game days passed. I spent a week in the game. Feels okay. And you know what else feels okay? This run, this commentary. I feel like I did pretty okay with it. Anyway. Yeah, that's Fable Anniversary 100%. Yeah, wait, hold up. Yeah, all 50 achievements. Start to finish. All 50. Earned in 3 hours, 1 minute, 17 seconds. Real time. Not with Bill Maher. Haha. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the run. Hope I can maybe get to do it in marathon someday. That'd be pretty cool, right? Anyway, yeah, I think that all went pretty well, all things considered. I mean, the run itself, like, I was obviously distracted a few times by myself, and, you know, that happens. I'm not used to giving such mouthy commentary myself in my normal runs. But, yeah. Okay. Okay. See ya.